number for the trust. Then we are going to go down to part 2, which is the certification, and you as the trustee are going to sign and date. So that is it for this form. Now let's go down to the next page. Here are the instructions for naming the beneficiary. So the ownership and beneficiary change form. Up on the top, you are going to put the policy number. Then below that, you're going to put the name of the insured. So if the insured is you, you're going to put your name. If the insured are your children, you are going to put their names. So now we're going to move on down to number 1, which is the designation of beneficiaries. So typically the beneficiary was probably your children. Now you're going to change it to the trust. So here's a disclaimer that says, if a named beneficiary is a trust, complete a trust information form, which is a UN 2947, and submit it along with this form. So we're going to go over the UN 2947 in a moment. So here you're going to put the primary full name. The primary full name is the name of the trust entity. So you're going to put the name of the trust entity. Under percentage, you're going to put 100%. Under address, you're going to put the address of the trust. Under relationship to insured, you can actually leave that blank. Under date of birth or date of trust, you're going to put the established date. And then under Social Security or TIN, you're going to put the EIN number of the trust. Then we're going to move on down to number 2, which is change of ownership. Next, we're going to fill out the ownership and beneficiary change form. Up on the top, it says policy number. You're going to place your policy number there. Then it says name of insured. So if you are the insured, you're going to place your name there. If your child or your spouse is the insured, you're going to place their name there. Then we're going to head down to number 1, which is designation of beneficiary. Keep in mind that it says if a named beneficiary is a trust, complete a trust information form, which is the UN 2947, and submit it along with this form. So we will be filling out the UN 2947. So down here, you are going to put the primary full name. So you're going to put the name of the trust entity. Under percentage, you're going to put 100%. You're going to put the trust address here. Relationship to insured, you can leave that blank. Date of trust is the date that the trust was established. And the SSN TIN is your EIN number that you were given by the IRS. Once you fill that out, you can go to the next page. So the next page is number 2, change of ownership. So you're going to put the new owner and billing information for the new owner. So number 1, it says name of new owner. You're going to put the name of the trust entity. You're going to put the trust address, the trust phone number, and the trust email. So I highly recommend that you create a Gmail account specifically for your trust so that all of your information goes to one location. Then under SSN, you're going to put the EIN number. Under date of birth, you're going to put the date that the trust was established. Then you're going to head down to billing change. So it is very important that the premium be paid by the trust bank account. So you are going to change the billing information and the payer's information. So you're going to select this second box that says use new banking information, and you're going to complete in EFT form, okay? So you can designate a successor ownership if you want, but I don't recommend it. It should just stay within the trust. Number 3 is for annuities. We don't have to fill out number 3. Number 4 as well. Number 5 is premium payer change. So the payer used to be you as an individual person, and now it's going to be the trust. So you're going to put the name of the trust entity, the trust address, the trust email address, and then the relationship to the policy, you're going to put owner. And then the premium frequency is whatever you want. If you want to pay annually, semi-annually, quarterly, or even monthly. And then you're going to fill out an electronic funds transfer form. Number 6, you're just going to click that you are certifying that all the information you're providing is true and accurate. Number 7 is for a name change, which you do not have to fill out a name change. Number 8 is declaration of signatures. So the current owner, which is yourself, you need to sign here, which it says signature of current owner. And then down here it says if business owned, and then you're going to click here where it says trustee. And then under business name, you're going to put the name of the trust entity, and then you are going to sign as the trustee and print your name as the trustee. And a witness signature is not required unless you are in the state of Massachusetts. Now we're going to fill out the trust information form, also known as the UN 2947. So under this form, we're going to start up on the top where it says policy number. We're going to fill out the policy number, and then we're going to fill out the name of the insured. So if you have to do this for, let's say, your entire family of 6, then you have to fill out 6 individual forms. So the trust is, and then you are going to check owner and beneficiary. So you want to be the owner and paying for the policy, and you also want to benefit for the policy once the insured is expired. Okay, so make sure that you are electing yourself to be both. So now we're going to put the trust information. So the name of the trust, the date that the trust was established, the EIN number or tax identification number for the trust, you'll go ahead and put that in there. And then the name of the trustor, grantor, or settlor. So that is the name of the grantor, but you can put yourself as the trustee. So you'll go ahead and put your name there. And then the trust address, you'll go ahead and put the name of the trust address. And then you're going to indicate what types of investments permitted within the powers of the trust. So definitely life insurance is one of them. So you'll go ahead and click on life insurance because that's what we're dealing with at the moment. The trustee may act singly, so you can act singly. So you're going to go ahead and click on that, or you can also click on jointly, because I know some of you guys, there are 2 trustees, you have a co-trustee. So you can do, if you are by yourself and you are the only trustee, then click singly. If you have a co-trustee, then click jointly. But you can act, singly or independently, even if you do have a co-trustee, okay? You don't have to depend on the co-trustee in order to be able to execute documents. So now it says change of trustees. So this form is only completed if you're changing the trustees. So that would be in the near future. If it's time for your successor to take over, then you would have to fill out this form again so that they know that the trustee has changed. All right. And then number 3 is representation and verification. So you are going to have to sign under the trustee information. So you're going to print your name and then you're going to sign. And that would be it as far as completing this form. Number 2, change of ownership. So again, you're going to have to complete the UN 2947 form along with this form. And you must complete the IRS form W-9. So here you're going to put the trust information. So you're going to put the name of the new owner, which is the trust. You're going to put the EIN, the trust address, the date that the trust was established, the phone number and email address for the trust. So typically I recommend that you create a Gmail account specifically for your trust, just like you would for a business. Then here under billing change, you are going to use a new bank information and you're going to complete an EFT form because, like I said, the amount for the premium needs to come directly from the trust and not from you. Then if you have a designated successor, you can fill that out if it's not applicable. Then you can move on. So number 3, we don't have to fill out. Don't wait. Transfer your assets today. The sooner that you transfer your assets, the more protected they are in the event that something happens to you overnight. So have that as a priority and do it as fast as you can. This is the end of the module.